Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on Tuesday, the 12th of September. As always, we bring you the news, community stories, economics, weather and sports. I am Ashwin Berry. We now have to acquire critical supplies through buyouts, which means we have to go out and buy smaller quantities from local suppliers, and our threshold is only 25 million Namibian dollars. If we need supplies worth more than 100 million Namibian dollars, imagine the shortfall. Nangome, who said he goes to bed at 1 a.m. every day as they are trying to get a grip on the situation, said they are currently in need of all types of medicine, including for hypertension, epilepsy, antibiotics for children, adding that more than 1,000 types of items are needed. Red Force debt collectors continue to operate in Windhoek after the capital's municipality decided not to change anything about their contract or their methods. This information was made this morning in the City Council's meeting hall by the Deputy Mayor Magdalena Lombard. No pensioner's residential account is handed over to Red Force, and no rent is charged on accounts of any resident handed over to Red Force, apart from the collection of fees of 10% of every payment made by defaulters, she insists. However, Lombard says the municipality has every right to suspend the prepaid supply of water and power itself to collect. The previous collection of process has been proven to be without any certainty of benefit for the city or the customer. So the appointment of Red Force to go in on behalf of the city was deemed more financially viable, she said.
Over to the liquor collection to external outlets accumulate vast amount of debt, which place a significant financial burden on the city and the clients. Since the ordinance charges legal fees even if they have not collected the amount from the defaulters, whereas Red Force claims only 10% on actual payment received fee of 10% of each payment made. Debt write-off. The city is currently working on a proposal to write off debt for pensioners and interest for all residents. However, the process must be executed cautiously to ensure long-term sustainability. Effective debt management. We are actively considering various debt management modalities and are bound by legal mandates such as the Prescribed Act and interest charges as per the Local Authority Act. Therefore, we cannot freeze interest on arrears and urge the public to familiarize themselves with the relevant amendments.
Moving on to our next story, Swakopmund Mayor Dina Namube's response to Prime Minister Sarah Gogelwa Amadila's request during a visit to the office of the Erongo Region Governor last week. The Prime Minister advised councils to use their brains and come up with creative or innovative solutions to the problems of housing, poverty and the well-being of their people. The mayor extended a proposal to the Prime Minister for the government to make provision for pensioners by providing medical aid costs for a minimum of 250 Namibian dollars to cater to basic medical needs. She says that hospitals occasionally run out of prescriptions, requiring patients to pay more for them at pharmacies while residing in senior housing. The basic social grant currently offers all Namibian citizens over the age of 60 a monthly income of 1,400 Namibian dollars under the basic social grant. Over 2,000 pensioners, including those in wheelchairs, queue up to receive food hampers from the council yearly. This is a clear indication to the council of the necessity to enhance their quality of life. In the most recent events, the council has instituted for outstanding debts of senior citizens exceeding an amount of 2,000 Namibian dollars over a period of 90 days to be written off. The Tourism Ministry has condemned the recent wave of violent attacks targeting international tourists in Namibia, calling it barbaric. Spokesperson of the ministry, Romeo Muyunda, said that it is a grave concern for all in the tourism sector and the entire country. Muyunda said that the government and the tourism sector will not tolerate any crime where vulnerable members of society and innocent tourists become victims through technology that can identify potential victims for criminals and opportunists. He said that authorities and key stakeholders such as the hospitality industry, car rentals, neighborhood watches and the city police are working together in unison to erect a ring of steel to protect Namibia's reputation as one of the safest destinations in the world. According to Muyunda, the ministry will discuss the possibility of criminal gangs that are changing their targets towards tourists with the police and design a robust surveillance and intelligence mechanism to bring these criminals to the book. He said that the ministry will also be in contact with the International Relations Ministry to contact Namibia's international missions to ensure that the government is designing a protection mechanism for the safety of international visitors and stress the reputation of Namibia's legendary hospitality. Read more of these stories in Namibian Sun tomorrow. Now, the Race to First Oil seminar hosted by NAMCO is currently taking place in Windhoek, where socioeconomic benefits, Namibia's fiscal share in oil discoveries, and the exciting opportunities presented within the industry from a NAMCO perspective are being discussed.
The oil and gas industry is undoubtedly a technical marvel, characterized by intricate processes, cutting-edge technologies, and constant innovation. But behind every technical marvel are the individuals who bring it to life, the engineers, the scientists, the strategists, and the visionaries, and our HR practitioners that drive the progress and transform this reality or this dream into a reality. Today, we will delve into the core of the industry, where we will explore the technical aspects that underpin its operations, from the complexities of hydrocarbon exploration and production to the innovations that shape the future. And our esteemed speakers will shed light on the intricate workings of this industry. But let's not forget that it is dedicated and skilled human resource pool that breathes life into these technical aspects. The engineers who design and build, and the scientists who analyze, professionals who manage and lead. It is their expertise and their dedication and their passion that will fuel this industry. So, esteemed guests, let's embark on this day with enthusiasm and curiosity. Let's absorb the technical knowledge that awaits us, and let's recognize the value of human resources and in driving this industry forward.
In Story of the Day, we look at the inauguration of the Swakopmund Junior Town Council members. Stay with us.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
The Swakopmund Junior Town Council welcomed new members and announced new executive position portfolio holders. The inauguration took place today at the Swakopmund Town Council chambers. Watch for more.
Which celebrates the members of our Junior Town Council. Director of Proceedings, ladies and gentlemen. According to a report from UNICEF's Namibian office, Namibia has a young population, of which 40% are children between 0 and 17 years, 13% are under 5, and 19% are aged between 15 and 24 years. Thus, they further highlighted that with the right investment on children and youth, this represents an opportunity for a demographic dividend. By now, most of you in this room will know that education of our Namibian children is something that I hold close to my heart, which confirms my belief that the future of a developed and self-sustainable Namibia is in the hands of our young people. Therefore, as Council, we have been actively involved by supporting the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture. However, as already alluded by Councillor Heinrichsen, I must mention that education alone is not sufficient enough to empower our young people, as we need to additionally streams to Mayor give her worship Councillor Berry.
teachers, parents, fellow students, and my fellow counselors. I stand before you today with a profound sense of honor and gratitude as I accept the responsibility of serving as the junior mayor of Swakopmund. My experience in the Junior Town Council has been cultivating. From the moment I was elected as a Junior Town Councillor, my journey has been a great experience. I got the opportunity to interact and engage with the youth of Swakopmund, which has brought light to the many social injustices and struggles that our youth face. However, the Junior Town Council has worked tirelessly and vigorously on working up and coming up with inspiring and life-changing projects, and we strive towards creating a platform where our youth can gather, then identify, and together we can work towards these standing issues through various social antics and charity events. This moment represents not just a personal achievement but a collective one. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to my family and friends for their unwavering support. And to my teachers and mentors, thank you for instilling in me the values of leadership, community service, and civic responsibility.
In community news, Amalgamated Rotational Annual Festival launched today. Stay with us.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
The local authority councils of Omaruru, Karibib and Usakos launched the Amalgamated Rotational Annual Festival. The festival is set to take place in Omaruru on the 27th of September 2023. Host Mayor Vincent Kahua shared his delight to host and welcomed all corporates and members of the public. Precious Ngitau Napo reports.
To the launching of Araf Trade Fair 2023. I'm very honored today as the host mayor of Araf Trade Fair for 2023. And I'm also a happy man today that Omaruru as a town have been granted that honor to host this beautiful Araf Trade Fair 2023. Come 27 September up to the 30th of September. Next year, 2024, it's Karibib. 2025 is Usakos. Come 2026, it's Omaruru again. And Honorable Governor, through your guidance as the governor of the region, we are so also delighted that you have accepted the request of the three towns, Omaruru, Karibib, Usakos, to be the patron of the Araf Trade Fair for the years to come. And I also will appreciate our line ministry, the Ministry of Rural and Urban, the Deputy Minister, Honorable Natalia Kwakose, to sign this very important agreement of the three towns, Omaruru, Karibib, Usakos, under the name Ukulak. The agreement is only not just about the trade fairs, it's a cooperation between the three towns to make sure that we improve the economy of the three towns together as leaders, as we have agreed. This agreement has been signed by our line ministry, by the Deputy Minister, Honorable Natalia Kwakose, and the 3 mayors of the towns, and Okulak is yet to stay. Honorable Governor, Omaruru is a host. We are ready. Come 27 up to the 30th of September. And I'm very confident that we are going to have the support through the governor as the patron from the whole region in Erongo.
We'll be talking about the FNB e-wallet scam in economic news. First National Bank Namibia has set the record straight that the bank's staff are not involved in the e-wallet scam and that cases reported are a result of clients compromising their one-time PINs. The scam impacted 788 transactions between August 2022 and August 2023 with a total value of 600,000 Namibian dollars. Let's have a look at the economic indicators. The Namibian dollar trades at 18.92 next to the US dollar, with 23.57 Namibian dollars getting you 1 British pound. Gold made a downturn of 0.46, whilst copper, platinum and Brent crude oil are all in the green. Let's dive straight into international news. An American caver who had become trapped more than 1,000 meters underground in southern Turkey after falling ill was rescued earlier today, Tuesday, after a days-long international rescue operation. Reuters footage showed Dickey being lifted from the cave and taken to a medical tent at the camp for checks. Mark Dickey, 40, was on an international exploration mission in the Moka Cave in Mersin Province's Taurus Mountains when he reportedly began suffering from gastrointestinal bleeding at a depth of 1,040 meters.
It's amazing to be above ground again. I was underground for far longer than ever expected with an unexpected medical issue. The only feeling that I think I have is this curve of will I live. Like literally it went through my head. Like I was thinking, this is a bell curve. Like seriously, it's like I'm insane that way. It's like, this isn't that serious, I'm not gonna die, this is okay, like I've got some blood going on here, but like it's bacterial, it's like an infection, it's like whatever. And then I start throwing up blood, and blood is coming out in more quantity.
The prime ministers of two small island nations that face ongoing impacts from rising sea levels appeared at legal hearings at an international court in Germany yesterday, seeking an advisory opinion on the obligations of countries to combat climate change. Prime Ministers Kausea Natano of Tuvalu and Gaston Brown of Antigua and Barbuda gave evidence at the International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea, which will consider whether carbon emissions absorbed by the ocean should be considered marine pollution.
Over 30 years, we have been pleading with the large emitters of greenhouse gases to reduce their emissions, but they have not heeded our calls. In fact, we are now on a trajectory to see an overshoot of the 1.5 degrees, which means that small island states will be faced with even more catastrophic consequences in the future if action is not taken immediately and urgently to reduce global temperatures.
We also hope that all small island countries will join us, to push this initiative forward.
Let's get into the weather predictions. Omaruru, Windhoek are expecting minimums of 12 and 10 degrees minimum, whilst Enane expects a maximum of 36 degrees Celsius. It's sunny across the board with 31 degrees Celsius maximums expected in Rehoboth, Mariento and Aranos. Let's swing over to the Sports Wrap desk for our sports news.
Good evening and welcome to the sports section of Sunset News. I'm Jesse Jackson Kauraitha. The highly anticipated clash between Cameroon and Burundi tonight in Garoua the capital of the North region of Cameroon, will determine whether the Brave Warriors of Namibia will advance to next year's Africa Cup of Nations. The Warriors, who have only managed to qualify for major tournaments twice in the 21st century, find themselves on the brink of potential AFCON qualification. But this can only happen if there is a clear winner between Cameroon and Burundi. If the match ends in a 0-0 draw or 1-1 draw, Cameroon will edge out Burundi based on better head-to-head record. If it's a draw that involves more goals, for example 4-4, then Namibia could end up dropping out of the qualification spots. The Richelieu franchise T20 competition is back with 4 brand new teams vying for the top spot. The event will take place at United Sports Ground from 15 to 24 September. The teams competing for the #1 spot are the Namib Desert Lions, Fish River Eagles, Windhoek Jets and Etosha Wildcats. The Richelieu franchise is a tournament in which Cricket Namibia offers the world a glimpse of elite Namibian cricketers showcasing their skills on the field. The tournament serves as a stepping stone for club players to potentially secure a place in the prestigious Eagles elite squad under the watchful eye of the national men's team coach. The Namibia national senior rugby team returned to training by yesterday after their battle with Italy on Saturday. The country is believed to be in positive spirits despite their 52-8 defeat at the hands of the Italians on Saturday. Their next World Cup match will be against former World Cup champions New Zealand on Friday before they battle host France on 21 September. Their last group match will be against Uruguay in a match they will be hoping to garner all the results. That is all we had for you tonight. Good night.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights.
In Cameroon and Burundi tonight in Garoua, the capital of North region of Cameroon, will determine whether the Brave Warriors of Namibia will advance to the next year's Africa Cup of Nations.